Hello beautiful people, you're welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. My name is Rukky Ilodianya. If this is your first time on this channel, you are very welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on this video and thank you so much for coming back. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make face masks from the comfort of your home without any advanced sewing skill whatsoever, no sewing machine involved. So what we're going to be needing, we're going to be using our fabrics. You need your fabrics. These are the fabrics we're going to use for the different types of the face masks we're going to do. So you're also going to be needing matching threads for the different fabrics. So you're also going to be needing your pen or a marker, something that you just can use to mark. You're going to be needing an elastic. You can find this in your local market. Just something that stretches very well. Then you're going to need your hand needle, something that you use to sew with your thread. You're also going to be needing your office pin. If you don't have this kind of office pin, you can use the regular one, which is like that. So you need your scissors, your pair of scissors, and you're also going to be needing your measuring tape. If you don't have a measuring tape, you can use your meter rule. We're just trying to make use of the things that we can find from the comfort of our home. You're also going to be needing a plate. Don't worry, you understand why we're needing that plate later on. So the first type we're going to be doing the pleat kind of face masks. And for this, you'll be needing 18 inches for the length, and you're going to also be needing 8 inches for the width. So you're just going to mark it with your pen. If you don't have a measuring tape, this is where your meter rule comes in. You're just going to use it and measure. This meter rule is by 12 inches, so you're just going to measure the full length of the meter rule, which is 12 inches, and then you're going to add the additional 6 inches that will make it up to 18 inches in total. So if you don't have a measuring tape, don't worry, you're still very good. So you're going to measure your 8 inches, same like I did with my measuring tape, and I'm just going to draw a line so that I can easily know where I'm going to cut with my pair of scissors. So I'm just cutting out the fabric that we need for this particular face mask. So we're going to keep that aside. We're just going to set it aside because we're going to come back to it later. So because this particular face mask doesn't actually require elastic band, we're trying to do something that you can do from your home without necessarily going to the market to go buy a lot of things. So this is another style that you can use. You can use the same fabric that you used as your rope, something that you can use to tie the elastic. So you're just going to use 15 inches by 2 inches, 15 inches as the length and 2 inches as the width. So you're just going to mark that and you're going to cut it off. Remember, I folded it over like 2 times so that it's going to end up giving you 4 different pieces of your rope, which you're going to use to tie on your face mask. So you have, right now it's 2, but you're going to use your pair of scissors to cut it into 2 again, so that will end up giving you 4 different pieces for your 4 different ropes, which you're going to put at the 4 poles of your face mask. So right now you're going to take your hand needle, and this I'm adding this part in case you actually don't know how to fix a thread into a hand needle. So you just put it, and then don't make the length of the thread so much so that it doesn't cluster, and then you tie it 2 times, give it 2 knots so that it can actually like hold fast, and then you cut off the excess. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to choose your front side and your back side. So against the back, that's the wrong side. Now the back of this is going to be the one that is going to be kissing your nose. You're going to fold over inside like the part that is going to be inside is the part you're going to be folding into. So you're just going to use your office pin to hold down that place. You're going to fold it into 2 parts so that it's going to close off all the rough edges, and you're just going to sew it with your needle and thread. So I'm just doing this part so that you can see how to just easily, it's actually not hard, just sew it quickly, and when you're done with that side, you go to the other side and you sew with your hand needle. So just take your time. If you're actually if you are into very neat finishings, you actually have to take your time and sew it so that it comes out very, very, very neatly. So when you're done sewing that part, you're going to sew your ropes, because you're not just going to use it like that. It's going to be very, very rough and untidy, and you wouldn't want that, right? So you're just going to fold this over, more like you're just hiding all the rough edges inside. So you're just going to sew this the same way you sewed the other one, just basic hand sewing, nothing else. Most of us did that in one of our college courses, or probably even high school, like secondary school. So you have your 4 ropes now, which you finished sewing. Now it's time to attach your ropes to the body of the face mask. So what you're going to do is, for this side that you actually there's no opening, you're going to just use 1/2 inch, whereas this side that has an opening, you are going to go in by 1 inch, because you're going to double fold to hide that the fray, that's the rough edges of the fabric. So you just add that 1 inch away from the edge of your fabric. So that's it. So to close up this side, you're just going to fold it double and then sew all the way. I hope you understand this part very well. Just close it up and sew. The concept is that the rope is going to be hidden sort of inside, so that no one actually sees where it's hanging out from. So you're just going to pleat into three places, 3 pleats. It's okay. So you're just going to fold it 3 times, and then you're just going to continue sewing. Just sew it, try and sew it the same place that you sewed the other one, so that it just maintains a line of thread, so that it does, so that it doesn't look scattered. So that's it. It's not really hard, it's actually quite simple. So you're just going to pleat the other side so that it matches with the one you did on the other side, so that everything just looks sweet. And when you sew it, can't you see how sweet it's looking? You can just go to your ironing table and iron that out, and you're going to see how beautiful the pleats are going to just appear when you are done. So this is basically it. Yes, we're good for this. So for this other type of face masks, we're doing 2 different types so that you can actually choose the one you prefer. So this is where your almighty pleat comes in. We're not cooking here, so you just use your pleat to just get the circumference of the circle you're going to use to cut this out. So you have 2. Remember, we folded into 2 so that we can have 2 pieces of the circle. So we're going to just fold this into a semicircle. I want you to pay attention to this part carefully. Fold it into a semicircle and then fold it yet again. So what you're going to do at this part is you're just trying to remove that circular edge so that it actually doesn't remain circular. You're just trying to make it straight, but more like into a triangle, if that makes any sense. Just more like just make it, cut it and make it straight. That's just basically it. So when you're done cutting and giving it a straight line, you're also going to cut off that other side. You're just trying to take off all the circular parts so that everything is straight. We are not going to be sewing like something circular there. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. This is a is it a hexagon, I think? So you're going to fold it back in, and from From that edge, you're just going to take in half an inch, just half an inch, and you're going to cut it just not so much, more like just 2 inches inside, and you're going to connect. You're not going to cut it all the way, just 2 inches inside, so that it just gives it, we're trying to give it that, you know, circular kind of shape. So when you're done, you're going to sew first of all on that place, so that it's just going to cover up like those cuts, so that everything just, you know, is uniform. So you're just going to sew that, and I'm done sewing it, and this is what it looks like. So you understand what it looks like right now when you're done sewing it. So I also did the same for the other one. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to connect right side to right side. What I mean is the parts that has where we sewed is going to remain outside for the both of them, and then we're going to be sewing at the top and the bottom of this particular one. As you can see, you're just going to sew the top of it like I'm doing right now, and when you are done, you're also going to sew the bottom, more like you're just sewing the upper part and then the lower part. So make sure that when you're done sewing, you lock your stitch. Do well to just, more like you're just folding a thread, more like a number of times around the needle, so that you just lock your stitch, because you wouldn't want to finish sewing and then it just comes off. So you just turn it around, and you can see this is how neat it's looking. So this is the part we're going to be adding our elastic. So what you're just going to do is you're going to take a little, just a little part of the fabric, and then you're just going to take it in. I'm going to do it double so that it removes all the edges. So for our elastic, we're going to be using 8 inches. This is for people that have normal head size. If you know your head is big, no pun intended, guys. If you know your head, there are people that have big heads. So if you know your head is big, just use 10 inches. It's actually best to just use 10 inches. So we're going to be attaching our elastic with this. See, guys, I'm trying to give you options with things that are already in your houses rather, sorry. So you're just going to, that's a hairpin, by the way, if you don't know what it is. So you're just going to use that and insert it inside that hole that you made when you stitched. So the part that has, you know, that scoop, it's going to be out. Make sure you don't put everything all the way through. So you just hold your elastic on one end as you're fixing it, so that it doesn't come out from the other side as well. So you have 2 sides. Now you're just going to tie it very neatly. I kind of tied mine inside. You can tie it towards the edge so that it doesn't really take off from your elastic. That's why I said it's actually best to just use 10 inches, whether your head is big or small. But for this one I used 8 inches, but you can actually just use 10 inches. I think it's going to be better, so that when you're tying your elastic, you're tying it well, without any form of concern whatsoever. So you're going to do that, repeat that process for the other side, and we are done. Guys, this is so easy, right? It's actually not hard in any way. So we are done. You're just going to also take it to the ironing table and iron it out. This is good. We are good. So guys, if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me. I release amazing content, and I have a whole lot more loaded for you guys. So this is the look of our face masks. That's the other one, and this one, please don't tie it on your hair like this. I just tied it like this to show you guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.